Okay guys, welcome to this video. Today's video is on how to replace a window regulator. This one is a passenger side front on a BMW X3. Okay, most window regulators are quite similar to do. The same sort of process. This regulator here doesn't come with a motor. As you can see, there's no motor attached there, so we'll use the old motor. And basically we'll just replace this to the vehicle. Okay, so some of the tools you'll need for this job is a long 30 Torx, a short 20 Torx screwdriver, and a flathead, and then you've also got your plastic grommet popper. Okay, now I've sort of pre-did this, loosened this off. We need to remove this door card. Okay, so first thing you would do is pop off your handle, and you can do that with your blue grommet popper. That's just pop straight off, and you'll have 1, 2, 30 Torxes. Okay, 2 there. Once you've did that, we also the airbag symbol there that pops out, and there's a 30 Torx in there as well. Okay, once that's done, there's another wee grommet which is set up in there. Pop that out, and there's another 30 Torx in there too. Okay, and there's one more bolt holding it in, which is up in behind the handle right here. There's a wee grommet there. You pop that out with your flathead screwdriver, and it's a 20mm Torx. And the last thing to do is then your window switch. Again, you would just get your grommet popper, gently pry that up, pop that out, and then we disconnect that electrical connection. Okay, once that's all done, then all you would do is wedge in behind the door card with your grommet popper again and pop that out. Once you popped out one side, you should be able to go the whole way along the bottom and pop all the grommets out. Okay, once that's done, we can then remove the door card right off, which I'm going to do right now. Okay, so with the door card half off, we've 2 remaining things to remove, which is your handle lever and the electrical connection for your side airbag. This is your side airbag here. Okay, so before I've did this job and before you remove this, the first thing you need to do is disconnect your battery. Okay, so now you can see that the door card is off, and basically you need to make sure that all of these clips come off of your door card. Right, that's why you need to wedge it and pull it really quick. They all come out. If you do break any, make sure you do replace them. As you can see that they're all around that door card. Okay, so we've got our electrical connection disconnected from the side airbag, and we'll have our door handle lever disconnected as well. Okay, so we're now inside the door. We've came to this soundproofing, and what this does is any sounds you see outside, you hear from outside on the road, this will prevent it from getting inside the vehicle. Okay, now this soundproofing is attached on by this sticky gluey stuff, so we'll need to trim around that gluey stuff the whole way around it and take the soundproofing on to get access to our window regulator. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do now. Okay, so now you can see that I've removed the soundproofing, and we now have access to our window regulator. As you can see, that's our fault right there. The mechanism on the regulator has failed. Okay, so now to replace that, it's pretty simple enough. You can see we have a 10mm down here, we have a 10mm up here, one here, and one just under the soundproofing here. And we need to disconnect the window from the regulator as well. So basically what we need to do is remove the window down enough so we can take off the wee brackets either side on the window. We'll remove the window out, put it inside the vehicle, and then we'll disconnect the 10 mils and take out the actual window regulator itself. As you can see, here's the motor here. So we'll have to disconnect this motor as well, the 330 Torx axis. Disconnect the multi-plug off it. Okay, so bear with me. Okay, so I just wanted to show you the actual felt where it all got tangled up and the wire actually snapped on the regulator itself. I was able to identify that after I removed the motor. Okay, so I've brought the window down halfway, so we now have access to where the actual clips are for the window regulator. This is the wee white clips here, and just in under around the back of the window it has like a wee latch that I need to pull on and pull it out both sides, and then I'm able to take the window right out of the vehicle. Okay, so you should be able to reach around in behind it. Okay, so that's the wee white clips there which connected into the window, and you can see this U-shaped one went through a hole in the window, so you basically pop that out and pull up on the window and that'll disconnect that, and it's the exact same for this side too. Okay, now I've taken out the 10mm, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and now all we need to do is take out the regulator, and you can sort of see you pull it up like that, and a bit of fiddling about here to do to get the actual old regulator out. Okay, so to get this last wee 10 out, I actually had to remove the window from the vehicle, which is now here. So it's always important to have that sitting somewhere safe where it can't fall. Alright, so now I've got half of the regulator out here, and it's just basically a matter of a wee bit of a wedge. Take that out of an angle. And that's our old window regulator. So as you can see, compare the two of them up, your both parts, to make sure that they're correct. Looks good to me. So now we just need to do everything in reverse order and install this window regulator. So it's a wee bit fiddly. Okay, so to get the regulator in, you'll always put one side in first. Okay, and it goes in at an angle. One side goes in at an angle. Like so. And then make sure that it goes into its mounting bolts. You can put some of your 10mm nuts back on. Just to hold that in place. Once they're all on, they can be retightened. As you can see, we have a cable tie here which holds on the wire, So you can snip that cable tie, pull it through, and then you can put your motor on then. Make sure the motor goes the whole way home. Get your 3 bolts and we can put them back on. That's the window regulator installed, and what we can now do is put the window back in. You be very careful when you're working with windows, so you can drop that very easily and smash it. And the trick about windows is making sure that your windows is in the runner. Okay, it needs to be in the runner. And again, these can be a bit fiddly. Okay, apologies, it took me a wee bit of time to get the window lined up correctly and back into the white clips. Okay, a wee bit of fidgeting about there. So now what I've did is I've put on the ignition. Before we build it all up, we need to make sure that the window is operational. Okay, so that looks good to me. Most newer vehicles have what's called two-touch. So basically what that means is you put your finger down on the switch and double press it. It'll take the window up and down automatically. Basically what it's for is to prevent if you have your hands stuck in the window or a child has their head out a window and the window comes up, as soon as it feels contact with your fingers, it'll automatically drop it back down. So now all we have to do is build everything else in reverse order. Put the soundproofing back on, connect up your electrical connections, your thing down the bottom, your door handle connector. Make sure your buttons put back up again. Connect on the airbag connector, put the door card on and build the whole door card back up.